Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to ask, is the glitchy spin dunk in NBA 2K21 Next Gen actually OP this year? So, in previous years, this exact move right here, I would have said is more of an accessory, it's more to look flashy, it's not actually comp, it's not actually good. However, in this game, we're here to talk about this, so I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do, for to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this 1 to 800 likes in the first 24 hours. So what we're gonna do with this video, we got 4 different spin dunks that I performed in this exact same gameplay against these guys right here. I'm gonna show you when and how to actually perform these and what is the best situation when it comes to how the defense is defending you on how to actually get this to work. Because I'm gonna just let you guys know, a lot of people think it's as simple as literally understand the mechanic of how to make this move happen and you could spam it every single time and it's cheese. That's not the case. All right, now I understand you see him way to my left, you're thinking, okay, well, if all it takes is for you to do this move, even if he's all the way over to your left like he was right there, then how could you possibly say it's just about the situational time that you would actually perform this rather than, you know, just to spam it every single time? Look, I'm gonna put it like this. This is exactly how you gauge when to do this move. Now, a lot of people, look, I'm gonna put it like this. A lot of people, you don't even know how to do this move. I already know that, right? Like, you're watching this video, you're critiquing me for this and me doing this, yet you don't know how to do the move. All right, so that's one thing. Second thing, if I told you how to do the move, it would probably take you at least a half an hour to actually understand the mechanic and figure out how to actually do it. Whereas you have things like the Curry slide that would take you at least like 5 seconds. All you have to know is it's to the offhand and down diagonal. Hold it. Simple as that, right? Easiest thing you could possibly do. So the people who want to critique this and say there's no method to it, there's no strategy, there's no, skill involved in this, listen, you're wrong. All right, it's about as simple as that. Now, here is my explanation to this. All right, I'm moving to the right. I already know he's going to chase me super hard, right? And I predicted this correctly because he ends up where? On my right. So there you go. Now, this is how you gauge this. Again, it's about how your defender is pursuing you. It's all about pretty much if he's on your left, yes, that means it is going to be harder for you to do this because if I ran right into him, if he's right here instead of right here, equals very bad take. That's how this all just becomes about. And honestly, it's just about gauging where you think your defender is going to be. So unfortunately, with the Xbox Series X and this next gen stuff, I don't have any means of showing you guys the controller cam tutorial of how to do it. But at the end of the video, I will show you my tutorial and I'll break it down in this current commentary state that we're in right now. I'll break down how you do it on current gen. It's the exact same controls. Everything is exactly the same. So just keep that in mind. We'll show you how to do that on current gen. But it, like I said, transfers over and works exactly the same on the next gen stuff. So again, you're gonna see he's on my left, right? Like if I'm over here just gonna run right into him and he stayed exactly where he was, this wouldn't work. And this is why in previous years it didn't work for slashers, because a lot of times people could just sag off, and this move would never work if people were just sitting in the paint. Because straight up, this is not a very good move for getting contact dunks on. This is very good for finessing your defender to where you know exactly where they're gonna be, and then boom, just like that, I just finesse right by him. Like you can see I end up on his left. Every time you're gonna see me do this, I'm expecting him to end up on the opposite side of where he's defending me already. So again, you're gonna see I'm moving it to the right. Now I know that again, he's on my left. This would be horrible if he stayed right here, but I know he's not gonna do that because he's gonna over pursue this way. Why? I don't really know. Honestly, the only reason you would even do that in the first place is to defend a fadeaway or something like that, but even this guy could defend that. If I'm ever running straight into the second defender or something like that, horrible situation for you to over pursue when I'm doing this. But anyway, again, I'm always going to end up on his left side as long as I know I'm doing it in the right spot. This is all about, honestly, a lot of people don't want to hear it, but this is actually a very skillful thing right here to know exactly where you're going to end up with and how this move maneuvers you in the first place. So here's our third time in the gameplay doing the move. So you're gonna see I catch this. I actually don't really have any like prelude to my moves or anything like that. I just see that I got an opening to the left side, and what do I know? He's gonna over pursue me to the left, like anybody really would. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? This is your natural instinct, especially with the sharp takeover. So then boom, whip it back again. I'm on the right side. This is literally perfect precision right here, like right on his heel, and I end up on his right. Boom, spin dunk. Now I want to talk about what sharp takeover does for me and just the ability to shoot, like the fact of me having a build that can shoot the ball. Again, like I just said, in previous years, if you put this guy right here and put him right down here, I can't do the move. It just doesn't work like that. This is not one for getting contact dunks on. I know you've seen somebody get a contact dunk. You've seen some crazy clip of this leading to a contact dunk. Listen, man, I'm just put it like this. If it's your defender, like if he's just sagging off and you're somebody just sitting down there in the paint, realistically, it probably took him like 10 tries to get that clip, or he just got super lucky. I'm gonna just put it like this. This move is only for finessing your on-ball defender and getting past him essentially, and knowing how to use it in that regard. And then honestly, it gets away from the help defense really quickly to where this guy can't really react quick enough to where he can drop down, and maybe off the help defense with how this game works in the contact dunk frequency, this would lead to a contact dunk on most help defenders. But like I said, very good for finessing the one-on-one situations where maybe you don't even want to pass to your teammate because he's not the most reliable shooter or something like that. So it can avoid the double teams to some extent and make it so you don't have to pass quite as much. But again, this is all about knowing how you want to set your defender up, knowing his pursuit angles and how he's going to try and defend you, and then taking advantage of him over pursuing like that. So again, boom, trying too hard to catch up to me on the left side. I whip it back to the right, open. Not everybody can do that, and there's a reason that not many people do. I'm gonna just put it like that. And again, I don't want to come across as super egotistical when I like make this video or anything like that, but truthfully, I want you guys to know there is a craft to this. There is something that you have to master when it comes to your art of figuring out how to do this move. Now, what I also want to talk about is how is it any different from me doing this right here? So for all the little people who want to talk about like, oh, this move is cheese, this requires no skill, blah, 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 yet you still don't know how to do it and you never will know how to do it, all right? So for all those people, I want to address this right here. Now, if I hit this step back, get past my defender, and then if I were to just go up the regular dunk right here, how is that any different? I'm breaking my defender down and getting to the hoop. That's literally the exact same thing. Now, as I say all this stuff defending the move, this is gonna be my 4th time performing it right here, and you're gonna see that it actually is quite a bailout in this sense where it actually saved me from the shot clock. So you're gonna see, boom, 4, 3, 2. Now, like, I'm at 3 seconds on the shot clock. I got nowhere to go. I do see, however, that again, I don't really have anybody on my right side when it comes to the help defense. I'm moving toward the left. You already see the angle I'm going at too. Now, for you guys to understand, and you guys will see this when we get into the whole description of how to actually do this move, but you have to be moving very lateral and horizontal to actually pull this off. If I'm moving like backwards away from the defender or straight toward the hoop, horrible angle, it's not going to give me the good spin in the first place. So all that stuff is something that I'm factoring in right here. However, he's bodied up on me. If he remains bodied up and was like literally, if he just didn't back off right here, it would have been great defense. He would have stopped me from even getting the spin in the first place. Now, as far as how to defend this, if you're curious, if you, like I said, just cut this off right here, like if you just remain bodied up and you make it so I can't get this big pivot to the right, instantly this is locked up and this would have been a shot clock violation. Low-key might have even lost the game after that. But you can see right there, we get the spin dunk. Now, game's essentially over. All we need is one more shot, and they end up actually kind of doing some not very good thing right here. So, honestly, I would never do this. If anybody's watching this stuff, you want to have a nice little note as far as some IQ stuff, don't do this, man. It's 18-11. They're dropping off the three-pointer. Never double team. Never double team off the three when it's game point like that. Do it when there's 20 points. Make me actually get a dunk and stuff like that, then make him shoot the ball when it's 20 points. Simple as that. He greens it for the game just like that. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the tutorial of how to actually show you guys how to do this. Also, let's show some love to the OG of this move. I'm going to just put it like this, man. I see a lot of other creators over the last few months or even the year, as you can see, talk about, oh, I put y'all onto this move. I was the first one to discover it, yada, yada. I made a video on this October 31st, 2019. That's over a year ago, honestly. And I've made plenty of videos talking about how to do this, etc., stuff like that. But anyway, you can see, literally, boom, it was born in October 2019. Simple as that. Literally, one of my friends accidentally did this instead of doing a spin jumper, put me on to how to do this. So actually, Zeke is the first person to ever do this move right here. So anyway, all right, y'all. So like I said, I do apologize for all the captions and stuff at the top of the screen that you're gonna see, as well as the time bar, but it's just gonna have to do for this video. Anyway, as far as the left stick movement that I really want to detail as far as what you have to control with this, you're going to want to push this laterally. Make sure you're not going vertical in any situation. As long as you pick one of these lanes where you're going around this trajectory, and this trajectory, and anything in between those types of things, you're all good. Now just do not like beeline straight through the center essentially in any of these situations. All right. Make sure you're moving your left stick horizontally. So now for the right stick, you're going to start this at about 7 o'clock and work it all the way up to the top, as long as you're moving toward the left. So keep in mind, whichever way you're going, that's where the stick is going to start. So you're going to start it at 7 o'clock and you're going to move it up to the top. Now for all the zoomers out there who are watching this video and you don't understand these angles, all right, 12 is here, 3 is here, 6 is here, 9 is here. Anything in between, it's flowing in this direction. All right. So I know there's somebody out there who doesn't understand that terminology. Okay. So 3 o'clock is here, 6 o'clock is here, 7 o'clock is like right about here, and then 5 o'clock is like right about here. All right. So you're starting at 7, you're moving up to 12 if you're moving toward the left. To simplify this and just take the numbers out of the equation, you're starting a little bit to the left of directly down and working all the way to the top if you're moving to the left. So you're going to see that exact situation. It didn't really register in the controller cam, but just keep in mind your stick rotation is pretty much going like this. Now you can hold it up. You're going to see this move a little bit. It doesn't matter. Essentially, once you like hit this area and pass right here, doesn't matter like how you're holding it after that or anything like that. So this one right here is gonna be me more so pushing it to the corner rather than the wing. So you're gonna see me start to activate it at about right here. Essentially, I understand the right stick movement is already being kind of registered. Just keep in mind, like, I understand where the movement is gonna start, but it's a little bit delayed as far as where you actually register the movements from your player. So you're gonna see I start the process at about right here or so when I'm getting to the corner, and then it's going to go ahead and work it back, and you're going to do it just like that. Now that right there is more so for being flashy. I'm gonna just be real. When you're moving to the corner, nobody's going to chase you all the way out to like this point. And keep in mind, the only point of you doing this spin dunk is to move back to the right and take advantage of your defender over pursuing toward this corner. Nobody's really going to just defend you all the way out to like right here unless you're a really good shooter, in which situation, more power to you. So now right here, I'm showing this kind of out of order, to be honest, but I'm going to show you how to do the half spin dunk, then I'll show you how to do it from the right side. Just keep in mind, when I show how to do it toward the right, it's not getting a really good dunk out of it. I'm just going to show you what the controls look like when it's flipped and mirrored, essentially. But this right here is going to be the half spin, all right? So essentially for the half spin, you're just going to simply rotate your stick if you're moving toward the right here. The left stick is going to still be moving in sort of the same trajectory. Now, I'm not going to lie, this move is not very good. Like, the half spin, not very comp, but... and especially in this game on top of that. But essentially your right stick movement is going to go from 3 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You're just going to hold it right there. Maybe sometimes like more of a 4 o'clock, if you will, rather than the 3. But either way, you're going to see the movement, simple as that. And it gives you this animation right here sometimes. Now, sometimes is the major key word right there, because it's very rare that that actually works properly, to be completely honest with you guys. But you're going to see like in a situation right here where I show you how to do it from the right side. Unfortunately, this is just the shot stick aiming and stuff like that. Don't even put it on when it comes to 2K21 next gen. But on current gen, I had the shot aiming on because my dude had post hook rating. Don't hate me for it. All right. But listen, this right here, I'm just going to explain what this looks like when it's mirrored. Again, your right stick, it's essentially going to be the only thing moving when it comes to moving toward the right from the top. And now when you move back over here and try to flip it, you're going to watch this right stick movement right here. Now, when we're moving our left stick to the right, your right stick is going to start on the right side. When you're moving your left stick to the left, your right stick is going to start on the left. Just keep in mind, whichever way you're moving this thing is where it starts on this one right here. So you're going to see on this one, instead of the 7 o'clock like we were doing while we we're moving toward the left, it's going to be 5 o'clock, aka, you know, a little bit slightly to the right on the right stick, and then hold it all the way up to here. Now, you're going to see me do that exact movement right there. It's not going to really like perform the best thing. Honestly, it might be more so because I was holding this all the way to the right instead of up all the way. I don't really think that had anything to do with it. I think it's just like the 2K21 current gen mechanics, to be completely honest with you. And you're going to see I'm going to airball this too because I have my shot aiming on. But anyway, you get the deal. That's what it looks like at the opposite rotation instead of moving to the left. Honestly, if I had to say which one I'm more comfortable with, I don't know. I think I'm perfectly fine with both of them at this point. And same goes for the half spin, etc. Stuff like that too. You can do this in any way that you want. I'm just going to let this play out a little bit. I'm just showing you what it looks like if you let go of your sprint button as well, where you actually get the layup. And some point guards, in current gen at least, would only get those animations because they weren't able to actually, you know, perform the dunks. In 21 next gen, I would like to think that every build should have probably like above 85 driving dunk. So really you should be fine regardless. Like, I would think that you can just dunk it no matter what. But anyway, that's all for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties. Good stuff. Like I said in the intro, let's try 1 to 800 likes in the first 24 hours. If you made it to the end of the video, put spin in the comments to show support me all the way through. On that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.